the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Penn Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. And the Nittany Lions will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawkeyes offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Right back to the well. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Daly. Working the middle, it's complete. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Here's the handoff. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. The throw. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the ground with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feel it.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Nittany Lions offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Lost a throw on first down. Got a man. It's Denmark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start.
Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. The lone back's got it. He's in open space downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Dropping back, it's Daly. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On the ground, it's Spears. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. Over. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The Nittany Lions will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Daly. He's got it down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Finding an escape route. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Defense does the work itself with the pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six. Is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they're athletes. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the on a dime.
And the extra point. And it's a 4-point lead. Quick update. Let's go to in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Wisconsin. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Daly. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about when they show off the big fella's mitts? This is a guy that does so much of the dirty work for your team, everything you need to win. You give him the ball, get a first down.
Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before... Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Penn State!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down in the end zone.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To throw, it's Daly. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pulls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quick strike complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right.
Breaks into the open. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Takes the handoff. It's Spears. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking for a man, it's Daly. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get up.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He leaves it with his back. just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. On the move at the 30. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 9. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They booted away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Makes the grab. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got an open man, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Wideout trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Back to pass. It's Daly. Under fire. Oh, the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He wants to throw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Sullivan. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Denmark. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gets open down the middle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's Daly. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's on.
There he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. They'll run the toss. Breaks the tackle.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mayer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Daly. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss.